It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder. Now, 92 KQRS.
A TV reporter named Jessica Tyson, who is a former Miss World contestant from New Zealand.
Oh, no way.
Attractive lady. She's on camera. She's doing Johnny on the spot. I'm downtown Oakland. I'm doing a story about something or whatever. And she's on camera. The wind is blowing. And then, a large bird. An old pigeon just decides, I'm going to fly right into this gal's face. It sounded like this.
What?
Wardrobe is going to be short-lived. Yeah. Yeah.
That was like a good punch.
Oh my
He
God.
just went straight into you.
My eye.
Your eye?
Yeah.
You're bleeding.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh. She is
Laughed it off pretty
bleeding?
well.
The sound, that thing that sounds like someone
Yeah.
punching a pillow, that's a bird just slamming her in the face.
She said her eye and it was
Yeah.
just bleeding. Like
Yeah, it's
that
bleeding.
had to hurt more than she was letting on.
There's a little bit of adrenaline, even if it's
I
not
suppose.
live on
I
TV. Even if they've gone to the break, it's like, I'm wearing this nice pink shirt. Don't want to freak out about it.
I mean, when you were talking about this bird, I figured maybe it just grazed her hair or something like that, but smack into the middle of her cheek.
No, he was on a kamikaze mission. He was like, I'm taking her down. I'm going down we're all going down. Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do for the cause, right?
That's
Bird
exactly right.
fail.
92 KQRS.
We got a couple of callers locked in who are ready to compete. A little game we call Beat the Jock. Let's get to it. First up, Bradley from Maple Grove. Good morning, Bradley.
Hello.
Glad to have you with us, brother. Are you ready to play Beat the Jock?
I'll do my best.
I appreciate that. Now you can
Confident man.
you can choose to compete against either Fletcher or myself. Fletcher or Gorman. Who do you want to go up against?
I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing you, but no, I'm fine with the second one.
That would be. I
think-
said Fletcher or Gorman, so I think that's me.
I think that is
Gorman,
you too,
Gorman.
Steve. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'm
Headphones
going
off,
to remove.
man.
I'm going to remove my headphones,
Okay.
and then Ryder and Fletcher will deliver all the pertinent news from this moment forward.
Okay.
Okay, Bradley, here's the deal. I need band names that start with a vowel. And we'll let you drop the. Like, let's say F was a vowel. So the Foo Fighters would count. You got 20 seconds to name as many as you can, okay?
Okay.
Ready, set,
Yes.
go.
All right. Alice in Chains, Aerosmith, Air Supply, ICP,
Yep.
Eagles.
Yeah.
5
seconds.
Oh boy. Oh shoot.
Oh,
Oof.
I got 5.
Yeah,
You
I got
too.
5 too. Steve's putting his cans back on.
All right.
He
All right,
put.
Bradley, don't say anything else because then you're just giving freebie answers to Steve, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bradley
Hang
came
tight.
up. Bradley came up with 5, Steve. So it's
geez.
doable. It's doable.
It's doable.
Do you know the topic?
No.
Topic is band names that start with a vowel. You can drop the if it's a band that has a the in it, okay?
Okay. All right.
Ready, set,
Yeah.
go.
U2, Urge Overkill, UFO, Eagles of Death Metal, The Animals, AC/DC, ABBA, Extreme.
3 seconds.
I can't stand Extreme. Arcade Fire.
I'm not
right.
giving you Arcade Fire, but you won, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That was close to a landslide victory. 9 correct is what I got.
Yes, nice. Bradley, better luck next time.
Why did I start with you?
I don't know. And I was for a minute there.
idea.
For a minute, I was wondering if you were going to leave the letter U, but it was a nice little run of U's.
All right, I feel good about that.
That was good.
I'm off the schneid. I mean, I love giving away tickets, but boy, I hate to lose. All right.
We still got a couple to give away.
All right, excellent.
I think we lost Jennifer in Apple Valley, so we're going to go to Tony in Maple Grove.
Tony in Maple Grove, good morning, sir. Tony, you with us?
Tony.
Or maybe this Jennifer. Oh, let's try again. Tony, you with us? Jennifer in Apple Valley?
There's
Hello,
one.
There's Tony.
Tony, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I can hardly hear you.
All right, well, we're going to talk louder then.
Hey, everybody.
All right, Tony, we're ready to rock. You're going to compete against Fletcher in a little game we call Beat the Jock. Are you ready to hear your category, sir?
I guess. Yeah.
All right.
All right,
right.
taking the headphones off.
Okay. Tony, it's going to be types of sports equipment.
Types of sports equipment?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You got 20 seconds to name as many as you can for Boat Cruise tickets. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Set, go.
Sticks, pads, skates, puck, ball, basketball, baseball, football, goalpost,
8 seconds.
like lacrosse stick, the ball thing, catcher's mitt, cleats.
I'm going to give him cleats at the buzzer. I'm not giving him the ball thing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. What's your number, Ryder? How many did you come up with?
All right, I got to turn them up. Okay, here we go. Hi.
I got 11, man.
Holy
I had
crap,
11
are you serious?
I had 11 as well.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, Tony came to play.
All right.
Jeez, what's the topic?
The topic is types of sports equipment.
He got 11?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh, yeah.
smokes. Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, ready?
All right. Don't give me an update on the time. That throws me off.
Ready, set, go.
Elbow pads, shin pads, shoulder pads, helmet, tennis racket, cleats, sneakers,
12 seconds.
mouth guard,
7.
baseball bat, baseball glove, batting glove.
Oh my! I got right now 11, which
I got
means
11 too.
tie
Ty
goes to the runner. Woo! All
That's,
right.
you know what? This is actually a perfect storm because Tony gets to go and I don't lose.
Wow, you know what? That is, I should have thought of that. All right, Tony, you just won tickets to the KQ Karaoke Cruise, my man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
Tony, the wings from Lucky's 13 are on me, all right?
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
You got a couple days to figure out what you're going to sing. We look forward to hearing you, brother.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS.
If you are a kid of the 80s, maybe early 90s, and you've been sitting around thinking to yourself, man, if I could only get a hold of those fudge chip peanut butter boppers again, my life would make sense. Fudge chip peanut butter boppers, whatever the hell that is, they're back. And you can thank Stranger Things for that. The Netflix sensation, Stranger Things, season 5 just hit. And they have brought back, the characters in the show are apparently enjoying fudge chip peanut butter boppers, which sounds like a euphemism, but is not. It's a snack that I guess I missed in real time. Do either one of you remember the fudge chip peanut butter bopper?
I was just going to say, so it's not only me that doesn't know what the hell Steve Harrington is eating.
Oh, God, these things were awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I loved them. Yeah, they were super, super good. Now, I will fully admit, I had completely forgotten about them. But as soon as they took them off the truck in the first episode of Stranger Things, I went, oh, my God, those. Now, the part that sucks is I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my hands on them again. But, yeah, they're really good because you got the creamy peanut butter and it's like a Rice Crisp cereal chunks that are on the outside with the fudge. Think of that combo. It goes together perfectly.
So
No, I looked at the photo of them and I thought, okay, I could think of a lot of things that looks like, and none of them are appetizing or appealing. It looked like something you'd find in the field on a farm. But that's beside the point because apparently you remember them fondly.
Yeah.
And I do like all the ingredients, all the things you just said, so it makes sense it's pretty good. I should say Nature Valley has re-released them, but just to be clear here, not on grocery shelves. They're selling them in a kit. You have to purchase a kit. You'll get 4 boppers, a shirt, and a recipe card for $19.87.
Which is the year that Stranger Things is set in.
That's the year Stranger Things is set in. Starting tomorrow, they're going to give away 250 boxes while supplies last, which I imagine with the success of Stranger Things, they will last about 1/4 of 1 second.
Okay, Fletcher just looked at his watch to see what day it is and see if he can get on this thing, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, no, I totally did because I think the giveaway actually drops today. Because it says 12/5 to 12/8. That's why I looked at the watch. Here's the thing: on 12/3, they opened them up for sale, and I clicked on that. They are sold out. They're sold out. So yeah, this thing
there is a website. If this is singing your song, there's a website you can go to, Srebop, which is the word boppers backwards.
Super clever.
SREPPOB, Srebop.com to snag your box. Oh, because of the upside down, the backwards, the this and that, the hootenanny.
Sure.
The kumbaya-ness of the show. So how is season 5?
I think it's been great. I don't want to do any giveaway, or I don't want to give away any spoilers because we all watch these things on different timetables.
Sure.
We've watched 3 episodes of the 4 that have been released. They've gotten better and better each episode.
Why haven't you watched? I've watched all 4. Why haven't you watched number 4 yet, dude?
Because we have a 3 schedules, the 13-year-old, me and my wife, all to coordinate, and we watch them all together. We don't watch them without each other.
Okay.
Well, it's just how we do it in our house.
The kids don't want to watch them?
Yeah, they do. In fact, the 13-year-old's been begging. We haven't been able to coordinate the time.
Let her watch it. All her friends have seen it.
Don't tell me how to do it.
I can't believe you haven't let her watch this yet.
Yeah.
We've watched 3 episodes. We have 1 left.
I mean,
wait, there's only 4 episodes?
Yeah, there's 4 now, and then there's 4 more coming, and then I don't remember how many exactly there are total. I think it's 8 total or something like that, but they're releasing them in intervals.
I watched 2, I think, the day after Thanksgiving, and then 2 the next day.
Oh, you waited until all the way after Thanksgiving to watch the first episode? We knocked out the first episode that night. What are you waiting for?
I had plans. I had to go to a party and stuff like that.
The turntables have turned.
The turntables have turned?
That's how Michael Scott said it.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So here's a question. So Stranger Things, I know I watched a few episodes of the very first season when it came out 100 years ago, and I don't really remember a thing about it. And everybody says it's great, and I'm sure it is. But here's my question. The show is set in the late 80s. Is there ever been a moment on this show, and I honestly don't know the answer. I'm not trying to set up shtick, so if it's yes, I'll think it's funny. Do they ever sit around and listen to Bon Jovi records?
No.
It's mostly...
I'm asking because I know that Millie Bobby Brown is married to John Bon Jovi's son in real life.
Right.
If they thought they would fold that into a storyline, I think that would be kind of funny.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
There are rumors that some of these significant others that have developed through the show are going to make appearances, like quick cameos. So it sounds like John Bo's kid will actually end up in one of the episodes briefly. But no, not that I remember. It's not been a ton of rock and roll. It's been more like new wave and like Euro pop and stuff like that has been featured in the show.
Yeah, that's what always happens. You get the showrunners, the adults, who look back at a time frame and they think, well, if I had been a cooler kid, I would have been listening to Kraftwerk, and then they put that in the show instead of the fact that they were listening to John Cougar the whole time. They don't want to admit that in real time.
Now they haven't gone that deep, but yes, it's exactly it. It's so funny.
I mentioned that if I could bring anything back, I always think about Quisp cereal. You mentioned earlier in the show, Paul Fletcher, RC Cola is on the bounce back. The Royal Crown Cola, that's my preferred cola of choice. So think about it. If you could bring back a snack or a drink or, the thing from your childhood that you can't track down as easily as you once did, what would it be? Is there a thing that immediately comes to mind? And by the way, if someone out there is saying, there's something I'd bring back. It's the fudge chip peanut butter boppers. I want to hear from you because that's fascinating to me. I'm a Quisp and Royal Crown Cola guy. What are you bringing back from your glory days? Snacks, drinks, whatever. 651-989-ROCK is the Luther Westside Volkswagen talk and text line. Let me know. On the Facebook page, Ryder, we got a few answers already.
I don't even know what this is, but Carol says Screaming Yellow Zonkers, which is a great name for a punk band. Rebecca posted a picture of something called Worms in a can that looks like it's from the Depression, and I would never eat this.
I remember those.
Really? Yeah. Is it from the Depression, in fact?
No, but that's a really good analogy.
Okay, well, what is it?
You know what? I just remember seeing like candy stores. Yeah, it's like I feel like I don't know that I've ever had them, but I remember seeing them. Like I think they're mostly in like specialty candy stores.
And Steve, Mary is getting on your Quisp cereal train.
Oh, Quisp is the best. It's a little spaceman with a giant head and the tiny ears. Come on, man. Quisp was what it was all about. And the shape of the Quisp cereal, it was like a little miniature, like a little disc with concave, so milk could sit in each individual piece. Oh. By the way, trust me, Screaming Yellow Zonkers, I remember them well. It was like it was a popcorny type of snack that was really something for a minute there. For a long time probably. But yeah, as soon as I heard that, I immediately thought, wait, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there. Now that I'm thinking about it. I know the text line has been a light Paul Fletcher, the Luther Westside Volkswagen Talking text line.
Yeah, but the Screaming Yellow Zonkers were like candied a little bit. I used to love those. I completely forgot about those. Steven said, bring back Shock Tarts or Zaps. Okay. 952 says Rondo soda and marathon bars. I love that.
I'm seeing a lot of Rondo soda. Slam it down.
Yeah. Our buddy John in Somerset said those boppers were good enough that I remember them after 40 plus years and having only had them in-house as a child, maybe twice, they didn't last. Last but not least,
wow.
Last but not least, Luke in Waconia says, and I love this, I might be willing to commit various felonies for a half-gallon carton of Yo-J. Who remembers Yo-J?
It was yogurt juice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Describe Yo-J a little bit.
It was just basic. I mean, we kind of have it now because it is just a yogurt drink. It was just a thinned-out yogurt, probably loaded with sugar in various flavors. And it was pretty delicious, though, because when that did hit, we had nothing like it.
Never heard of that, and I don't know what Rondo is.
I wasn't allowed to have
Rondo.
Rondo.
People talking about what is Rondo? It's a soda? It's like a pop?
Fletcher?
I'm looking it up right now. It's a citrus soda. I never had it. In fact, I'm not even sure I remember it. Popular lightly carbonated citrus soda from the late 70s, early 80s, known as the Thirst Crusher. They came in bright yellow cans.
That would have been right in my wheelhouse. I was a Mountain Dew kid, so it sounds kind of like in the same family as a Mountain Dew.
Yeah. 763 text line is saying this generation's or Gen X's Mountain Dew is Rondo soda.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Did you guys ever have a candy bar called a 7-Up?
A candy bar called a
7
Up? No.
A candy bar.
Describe it.
7-Up was insane. It was a candy bar that was... It was like compartmentalized. Like, you know how you get a candy bar, it comes in little squares?
Yeah.
And you can break off one square? Okay, but these had fillings, and each one was a different filling in one candy bar, like a minty one, a caramel one.
Okay.
Like coconut. It was crazy, but it was 7 different types in one candy bar.
They should make those again.
Oh, man, I was so into those.
Why'd they
they weren't easy to find.
They probably, you know what?
I feel like when I was a kid, they were already like old school back then. Like you didn't see them very often. But I just hit me like, oh my God, I remember that. And then now I'm thinking about other things too, not just necessarily snacks, but of course my thoughts always race right back to the Taco Bell Enchilito. I've never gotten over the loss of the 3 black olive Enchilito.
The image I found of the 7-Up bar. It shows 15 cents for a price tag. So, yeah, that must have been super old school. Number one. Number two, my guess is filling each of those individual pockets probably not cost effective to manufacture. So they probably went that way. Man, I would eat that in a second, though.
I remember getting a can of pop from a machine and putting in a quarter and getting a nickel back.
That's a real thing?
A 20-cent can of Coke. Yeah. Back when I was, I'm trying to flex my age here, but I'm just saying, a 15-cent candy bar wasn't as far back as you might think. So, but yeah, 7-Up bars, that was definitely something when I was a kid. I was like, huh. Oh, I got to share this one. Hummus Bob on the text line just jumped in and said the McDLT from McDonald's. Do you guys remember the McDLT?
No.
The hot stays hot and the cold stays cold.
What was the McDLT?
It was a burger. It was you got a hamburger, and like the burger and the melted cheese on the bottom bun were in one side, and then the top bun with the lettuce and tomato on the other. So they would stay cool and crisp, and the burger stayed hot, and you would assemble it yourself, sort of, was kind of the thing. And let me tell you something, when that bad boy hit the streets, it was like, oh my God, if you had a McDLT, my life would never be the same. And it lasted just a few years. And then everybody realized, no, that good old-fashioned quarter pounder cheese still does the job.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the Morning is back. 92 KQRS.
The answer to an important question, which is what's better than going on the Today Show to promote your new band?
Yeah.
It's when your singer does it and you don't have to.
Dude, and you got credit in the office, too. This thing was all over the sales pit. I got a text from our boss's boss about how cool of this appearance was. Nice work.
And you ended up
Man,
on TV
listen.
anyway.
When you can be on the Today Show because you shot a video ahead of time that they would show on the Today Show, then you're really gaming the system. So it was a banner weekend for the kid here.
Hell yeah. Here's
pretty good about it.
Quick clip of that video.
It's just fun to be back out there doing it with new guys, with my idol. I mean, those guys were so influential on me growing up. And to be in a band with them now is pretty awesome.
Well, as it turns out, they actually have a message for you.
Oh, do they?
Take a look.
I'm Mike Mills. I'm Steve Gorman. We represent 2/3 of Howl Owl Howl, and we just thought we would take a moment to say to Darius, you're welcome. Because we know what a thrill it is for you to be with us every night. And it means the world to us that it means so much to you. So, really, man, anytime, you're welcome. From the heart.
So what do you have to say to the boys?
They thank you for saving my career.
Well played. Well played by Darius there.
Listen, man, I mean, he just finished the better part of a year headlining arenas, and now we're in clubs in a three-piece band. And, we did save him. I mean, we bailed him out of the drudgery of performing to tens of thousands of people every night. Now it's about 1,000 a night, and that's when it really matters.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
We're trying to convince him anyway.
He looked absolutely petrified for a second, like you guys were just going to pull the worst prank on him on national TV.
Yeah, he did look a little scared.
Oh, crap.
No, it was all good. Well, the funny thing is we were at the Stone Pony Friday night in Asbury Park, and someone said, "Hey, the Today Show wants to know if you guys will do a quick video for Darius. Just tell him how much you're loving the tour. Let him know." And I was like, "I'm not gonna say that. What are you, crazy?
Right?
Who are you talking to?" So, but we put our own spin on it. It was good.
Nice work.
Yeah, it's funny. I got a lot of my phone blew up too. People I haven't heard from forever are like, "Oh my God, the Today Show." I'm like, yeah, go to 92KQRS.com if you're so enamored with me 5 days a week, Jack.
Yeah.
Get on board.
Yeah, bruh. What the hell?
I'll tell you now, make it happen.
Darius is so great in that spot, though. Watching that clip and him on the couch, he looks very comfortable. And he's kind of it's nice to have a spokesperson, probably, right? Somebody who's like right there and crushing it, and you don't have to do it.
He's done it. He's done a little bit of media in his life. But
oh yeah,
just a couple of times.
For a handful of interviews over the years.
Right.
Yeah. No, he is the consummate pros pro, to be sure. So that's my idea of a good time on TV, which is I'm actually not on TV. I'm in my own dressing room shooting a 30-second video.
Nice.
Right. Fletcher, ever been on television?
I mean, I have been on television, but by accident. I was on TV with because oh my God, remember we were talking about trumpets earlier, Ryder? The Osseo High School marching band was a part of the Aquatennial Parade almost every year, and the Osseo marching band appeared on one. I don't remember if it was WCCO or CARE or whatever, but we were part of the news, a news clip.
Oh, fair enough, Ryder.
Yeah. Oh, my probably 4.7 seconds of fame. Let me take you back to the late 1900s. I was in kindergarten. We were Keewaydin Elementary, Mrs. Dulac's class. We adopted, air quotes, a llama at the Como Zoo, and Channel 4 came down to shoot the news. So at the end of the story, it's just a full shot of my face smiling at this llama. I told my dad about it when he picked me up at daycare. I'm like, hey, I think we're going to be on TV. And he's like, oh, she's 5. This is freaking crazy. No, she's not going to be on TV. Boom. I was on TV. And this was back when we had a house phone, like Uncle Bob. All my aunts and uncles blew up the phone.
Sure.
And then he tried to record it at the 6 o'clock news. Nope.
Not
good enough for 6 o'clock.
Oh.
Other things happening besides kindergarten classes, adopting baby llamas.
Well, you know what?
You know what? Nobody remembers a thing of that 6 o'clock broadcast, and here we are still talking about the 5 o'clock.
That's right.
That was a news producer who should have lost their job that day.
Right?
That's right. And think of all the therapy that's had to happen since to deal with that loss.
The old sayings are still so true, guys. It's always about the llamas. I mean, how many times have we heard that?
Correct.
It's Gorman in the Morning with Fletcher and Ryder, 92 KQRS.
We've got 2 callers ready to roll. A little something we call the Twin Cities Civil War.
Yeah.
Where's the leaderboard right now?
The all-time record, West versus East. West has a narrow margin of a 3-2. And also, don't forget, our first legend of Twin Cities Civil War, Mike from Lakeville, went 8 for 8.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Well, let's see what Kathy from Burnsville and Sean from St. Louis Park can do to see if they can become legends of their own.
Nice.
We're going to start with Kathy, representing the East. Kathy, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I'm just going to
Kathy.
start firing questions. You give us an answer. We're going to take the first answer you give. We will recap afterwards to determine if to figure out how many you got right. And if you don't like the sound of a question, just say pass. We'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, and feel free to answer before Steve gets done with the entire question if you're confident you know it. You can gamble like that.
You got it?
All right.
Here we go, Kathy.
Ready, set, go.
Legendary former Yankee Alex Rodriguez now owns a controlling interest in which Minnesota sports franchise?
Timberwolves.
Minnesota became the 23rd state to legalize recreational cannabis for adult use on August 1st of what year?
2024.
An urban legend and conspiracy theory surfaced in 1969 said that Paul McCartney was killed in a car crash 3 years earlier. Hang on. I just gave the answer away. I'm moving on. What Minnesota state park contains the headwaters for the mighty Mississippi River?
Oh, God, I know this.
26
the state
seconds.
park. I can't. I don't pass.
Which University of Minnesota venue will host a performance by Elvis Costello this month?
Northrop.
The 8th largest in the country, what retail giant is headquartered in downtown Minneapolis with his flagship store located on Nicollet Mall?
Target.
What notable Minnesota folk musician introduced the Beatles to marijuana in New York City?
Pass.
Home of the Minnesota Wild, what's the new name of the 25-year-old arena in downtown St. Paul? Answer it.
XL.
Sorry, I had to give you a few extra seconds because I botched one question. Where are we at? Where are we at?
Well, we came up with 3 correct answers, which isn't bad.
No.
What we got wrong was the second one, guessed 2024. It was 2023, the year we legalized marijuana. And then it's Itasca State Park, where the mighty Mississippi starts. Yeah. Let's see here. What else? You passed on which Minnesota musician introduced the Beatles to marijuana. That was Bob Dylan.
Okay.
And the correct answer for the home of the Minnesota Wild, unfortunately, Kathy, is now Grand Casino Arena.
Yep.
Yep.
It was
kind of a tricky one, but 3 is good. 3's respectable.
Three's not nothing,
The word
dude.
"new" was in there. I'm gonna vouch for that. All right.
Yeah.
That's not nothing at all. Kathy, sit tight. We're on with Sean from St. Louis Park, representing the West Side. Sean, are you ready to rock?
Ready to go, man.
Don't be afraid to pass, and you can answer as soon as you know the answer. Here we go.
All right. Go.
Located more than 60 miles from company headquarters, Blue Earth, Minnesota is home to a 55-foot-tall statue of which vegetable mascot?
The Jolly Green Giant.
Paul McCartney shares the writing credits for the album Hard Day's Night with which other Beatle?
George Harrison.
Until recently, blue laws prevented Minnesotans from purchasing which consumable vice on Sundays?
Alcohol.
In Minnesota, the historical slang term cake eater refers to someone who lives in what affluent metro area city? You got it. Which Beatle was the original narrator on the children's TV show Thomas the Tank Engine?
Ringo.
What Minnesota-based publicly traded company has the New York Stock Exchange ticker symbol MMM?
3M.
Beating Arnold Schwarzenegger by 4 years, Jesse Ventura became the first former actor from the movie Predator to hold which statewide office?
Governor. The Body.
Which North Loop music venue shares a name with an iconic auditorium in San Francisco?
The Orpheum.
All right,
No, but
let's see what we got.
All right, the second question, I didn't hear the answer correctly for A Hard Day's Night.
Okay.
Oh,
The other Beatle.
He said George Harrison. So,
Okay,
so that
fantastic.
was his one.
Yep, so you got that one wrong. That would be John Lennon. I'm happy to tell you, Sean, that every other one you got correct, except for the bonus question at the end. That would be the Fillmore.
We were looking for the Fillmore.
But everything
Bang.
else, you nailed.
Dude, Paul McCartney tickets, man.
Yeah.
Strong McCartney
Sean,
tickets, Sean.
6 tickets, or 6
Well
right.
done, sir. Very well played. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fun fact,
Well done.
Thomas the Tank Engine, yes, Ringo Starr was the first narrator. They originally asked John Lennon.
Wow.
And
Did
he, in a letter to a friend, and this is, you can find it online, he was talking about it, and he goes, can you imagine that, asking a Beatle to narrate a children's show? And the answer, of course, was, well, they just asked the wrong Beatle, because, man, Ringo was great at that.
Oh, yeah.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS.
Jack White, guitarist of note. Bon Vivant, raconteur, figuratively and literally, in a band called the Raconteurs. Jack White is on the record, basically, as saying, like, we need to get rid of cell phones at concerts. And he's walked the walk, if you will. I saw the Raconteurs a few years ago when they were playing some shows in Nashville, and you had to turn your phone over, and it went in one of those Yonder pouch things, and so you could hold your phone, but you couldn't use it.
Yeah.
And this is at the Ryman, the Mother Church of Country Music, as it's called, in Nashville, Tennessee. About 2,200 people, and everybody walked in there. And in the 30 minutes or so before the show started, the build-up to the show was like nothing I'd experienced in 30 years.
Right.
Because nobody was staring at their phone.
Right.
People were talking to each other. Strangers were making eye contact like, oh, yeah, you ever seen him before?
Like they were at Target.
Something. Everybody, exactly. Everybody was just getting a little more ramped up and revved up. And then once the show started, forget it. From the second the show started, all eyes, all attention, all focus, all the energy in that room was directed towards the stage. The band, in turn, turned it right back to the audience, and it went back and forth in a way that if you weren't around 30 years ago, you never experienced. But it's, talk about a throwback that was so overwhelmingly awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, I was never one of those guys who said, I can't believe people pull their phones out at shows. I mean, it's technology. It's the new thing. People do what they're going to do. But having seen a show where there were no phones, it truly brought me back to, I mean, like my early days seeing bands in clubs, when that's what you were there to do, and you didn't worry about, you know, getting your Uber lined up. You didn't worry about, you know, is it going to be raining at the end of the night? You just walked out and looked up. Yes or no? Find out at the time.
Right.
You were focused on the gig. It was an extraordinarily tremendous experience. I've been playing shows the last week with Howl Owl Howl, and there's a lot of people holding up their phones, and I get it. And I said earlier on the show today, people coming to see this band, they've never heard the songs we're playing, but they're singing along because they're on YouTube every day learning the songs.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. That's a benefit to the cell phone experience, to be sure. But in the moment, at the venue, when you're there, I'm just going to say, Jack White, I am 100% on your side. I will always go see a concert where phones are not allowed. I think it makes for a better experience for everybody in the room, not just for the artist, but especially for the fans. Go ahead, Ryder. Tell me how wrong I am. Get off my lawn, young woman.
Sure. Well, the first time that I had to do the phones-free experience thing, it was to go see the Raconteurs. They played at the Armory. It was way smoother than I thought it was going to be. Getting the phone in the pouch, getting it unlocked when you're done. And I've seen Chappelle at what was XL Energy Center. They did it there, too. So they do it at these big arenas, too, which came up on the Facebook. But man, like if you want that experience to linger and continue on longer, and especially if you're in a club for these smaller bands to get the word out about them, it's people posting this crap to their socials. It just is. It lets me know what other bands are on tour, people who are still playing that I wasn't aware of. It exposes you to some new stuff. And being a shorter person, when people hold their cell phones up, especially their really nice ones, to take a video, that's sometimes my clearest shot at the band, is looking at somebody in front of you. Don't get this because you're 6'3", Steve, but looking at somebody in front of me's picture on their phone. So sometimes that's the best look I get at the stage.
Okay. All right. Fletcher, where are you sitting on this one?
You know, another way to grow those young bands that are up and coming in small clubs, it's to be present in the moment, fully take it in, experience how incredible they are, and then go out and tell your friends about it. There's one exception I will give myself personally when it comes to a show, and that is this is my job. I'm sort of expected.
Every show you go to is for work.
Right, and so
then you're always going to need your phone.
And so I will get a couple photos and a video, but then it's gone. I get what I need during the hit song or whatever, and then I put it away, and I want to be fully immersed, and I've been actually trying to be more present at shows, and I enjoy them more. I enjoy them way more when I have the thing in my pocket and gone and not thinking about it and talking to people and, bumping into people and being annoyed by people and whatever.
But it's easier for me to tell somebody in Sioux Falls I haven't seen in 6 years that this really cool band is happening if it's posted onto my socials, as opposed to me trying to hunt them down and send them a link.
Oh, man. The percentage of footage that I've seen online that it's made me go, oh my God, this band's incredible, is 2% maybe. There's very infrequently is there a video that's worthy.
It's mostly because I forgot how cool a band was.
Right.
And it's they're back.
My daughter Marley, who is a live music fanatic, when she was in, I think, 7th grade, maybe 8th grade, she wanted to go see a show at a club. It was an artist who was Melanie Martinez. Everyone remember who that is?
Very theatrical.
It was very theatrical, sort of goth pop, dark. It was kind of out there.
Extreme costumes, too.
Yeah. Totally crazy. And I took Marley to the show, and I wanted to be in. I just stayed in the back of the room. It was a club gig, and so I wasn't just going to let her go in. She was, I think, maybe 12. And she walked in, and she was right when doors opened. She's like, I'm getting up front. I said, cool. She started running in with the crowd and then turned. I'm watching her, and she comes running back to me, and I'm like, oh, is she chickening out? Does she not want to be up at the very front? And she goes, I almost forgot. And she handed me her phone.
Wow.
Turned around and ran back to the front of the crowd. And I thought that, job well done, Steve. Your daughter is here to take the experience in the moment. It made my day. And I was like, oh, she's so cool. And she is. So this is a 23-year-old now. And she goes to dozens of shows every year. And it's always been her thing, just by choice. She's like, and she'll be the first to say, no, I don't want to get distracted. I just have to be there. She's fanatic about it, and it's pretty great. But then, at the same time, she'll be like, well, did you take any videos? Because if I'm at a gig with her, I'll take a video of her, not the band.
Yeah.
I'm at a Panic at the Disco concert with her once, and all I did was take videos of her dancing and singing. And then she's like, well, I'll take a look at those. And so, we all get what we need out of these experiences.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Bethel, Minnesota, the scene of that crazy bus fire not too long ago. Carrie Thorpe, the woman who helped get all the kids off the bus, including her own child, on that return trip, is with us on Gorman in the morning. Carrie, good morning.
Good morning.
You've been doing a lot of talking about this incident lately, so just to throw a little, put a little different curve on this, let's start here. What's the first concert you ever went to?
Oh, that would have been, White Zombie.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know where that was going.
That's awesome.
All right. You're in the right place now, Carrie. You can feel right at home here. So this story, this is just, it must be even more unrealistic with every day that passes that's normal again. This is the kind of thing nobody can prepare for. Nobody imagines it's ever going to happen. Do you even remember having a linear thought when you noticed the fire, or did instinct just take over?
No, I do remember because every day I get my daughter off the bus at 4:00, and as soon as I walked out the door, I immediately saw the flame above the tire. And so, I can vividly see that all the time.
Right. And the driver obviously had no idea that this was happening.
Nope, he had no idea. And our neighbor, her child just got off the bus, and she noticed nothing. So just in a matter of 3 houses is what had happened.
Goodness gracious. So then you run out, and I imagine you're yelling to get the driver's attention, but he clearly sprung to action himself as soon as he recognized you had a concern.
He absolutely did. As soon as I yelled fire, I had to yell it really loud because the bus was still running.
Yeah.
And he immediately stopped and told the kids fire off the bus. And so him and I just tag teamed together and were able to get them all off the bus.
Boy, this just, I just have a chill thinking about that, because when you said that, I just realized I've never screamed the word fire. Most of us haven't, because nobody would unless it was actually happening. I assume that's the first time you've ever screamed that at the top of your lungs, too.
That was absolutely the first time.
Hey, I'm wondering how long after you got everybody off the bus, you guys got everybody off the bus, how long before the fire really got going and got out of control?
I mean, if I watched my video on my camera, I would say within 2 minutes is when the fire and the smoke really started coming. So it was like in a matter of time.
Wow.
And so if anybody's seen the video, the kids all initially come to your porch and then they move on down the street. I imagine some of the kids were pretty frightened at this point.
Yes, we had a lot of frightened kids, and thankfully, as soon as we got them, just even next door, all the neighbors that were outside were there to help us, which was absolutely phenomenal because it was 22 kids we're trying to, keep track of.
Well, Carrie, great work. All those kids very happy, or I should say very lucky that you were there when you were.
Yeah.
I imagine there's not going to be a day where you aren't waiting for your kid at 4 o'clock now. Like, you're never going to miss a day.
Absolutely. Nope, I will not.
Oh, that's great. Well, we talked about it the other day, and we did say, hey, local hero, and, we meant it. That's great work.
Yeah.
And really, really happy everybody's okay, and just wanted to get you on to say, well done, Carrie. Rock on.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You got it. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Yes,
Hope your kid has
you
a
too.
great rest of the school year.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
See ya.
Take care.
I bet that kid will have a great school year, but at some point they're going to be like, when is something else crazy going to happen? You know what I mean? You're just going to be like, wow, remember that? Everyone's going to talk about that thing forever.
Yeah.
The attention spans are quick.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more badass, that she saved all those kids or that she's a white zombie fan.
I think
Right.
it's kind of a
they're
coin
right there
toss.
for me.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
It's Gorman in the morning with Fletcher and Ryder, 92 KQRS.
Wisconsin, Texas, Florida, WTF Ryder's version.
Yes.
Ryder's going to play us some clips from 3 news stories. We will attempt to discern from whence they came, Wisconsin, Texas, or Florida. Doesn't mean that there's one from each. It could be all 3 from the same state, but the answer will be either Wisconsin, Texas, or Florida. Does that make sense?
Yeah. God, I love
so.
I love the insanity of this game. Let's go.
Well,
Let's do it.
This week I got machetes, I got cocaine, and I got a bowling ball cannon. All right. Here we
Hang
go.
on. Machetes,
All right.
cocaine, and a bowling ball cannon.
Let's go.
Wow, it's like the PBA tour in the 70s.
sounds like an album cover, or an album title.
Okay, we're going to do, there's a couple of quickies, and then we'll get a little bit more involved. But here is your first one.
Time, a lawnmower is used to cut the grass. Sometimes, though, it's a getaway car. That's right, a getaway car. PBSO says a man cutting his lawn and was waved over by another man. And deputies say that's when the man who waved him over took out a machete and started swinging. The worker was able to get away fast enough on that riding mower. Deputies charged the machete-wielding man, it's not quite clear why all that started, with assault with a deadly weapon and resisting an officer.
Resisting an officer.
Okay.
Okay, first one, escapes the machete attack on a riding lawnmower. Okay.
I like it.
Can't believe that you, have a machete in this thing, and then you get away. Your getaway car is a John Deere. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. Yeah, okay. So, here we go. Story number 2.
A woman told police that wind blew cocaine into her purse. Officers say Kenesha Posey was one of 2 passengers in a car stopped for driving erratic in. They say the car smelled of marijuana, and a search turned up cocaine and marijuana inside a purse Posey had on her lap. When asked how the substances got there, Posey told police, quote, "I don't know anything about any cocaine. It's a windy day. It must have flown through the window and into my purse."
That's how it always
She's
happens.
charged with a felony count of cocaine possession and a misdemeanor count of marijuana possession.
I feel like some good lawyering could make that work.
It always happens. How many times have you heard over the years of cocaine blowing into people's purses? It
Yes.
happens all the time.
An epidemic. All right. Okay, and here we go. This one's a little bit more involved, but here is your third one.
All know the dangers of 4th of July fireworks, but this story takes the boom to a whole new level.
A man firing a bowling ball cannon, damaging a neighbor's barn, and in the end, the owner found a dead horse. We've said it before. Sometimes you just can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. Lisa Kroll felt her house shake on the 4th of July, but she thought it was one of her neighbors lighting fireworks. Turns out they were shooting bowling balls out of a homemade cannon, and several of them landed a few hundred feet from her house.
So there's a hole up in the top of the barn that's just temporarily patched.
Everyone expects to hear fireworks on the 4th of July.
We thought they were lighting off huge M80s or something. We didn't know, you know.
But Lisa Kroll says her next-door neighbors got a strike during their holiday celebration in more ways than one.
It'd be like if somebody just took a rifle and started shooting at your house, or it's pretty much the same thing.
Kroll says when she went to feed her horses on the 5th of July, she found a bowling ball that had gone through the roof of her barn and landed a few feet from several of her horses.
This is the manger where they eat, so it came right by her head.
And the trailer where a friend was sleeping. In all, Kroll discovered more than a half dozen bowling balls and pins in the field next to her house, along with a dead 10-month-old horse with a head wound that she believes was hit by one of the flying objects.
At least it was a horse and not a human, but it was it was a very nice horse that got killed, and yeah, it was very unfortunate.
It turns out the brother of one of Kroll's neighbors brought a homemade cannon to his sister's house to celebrate the 4th of July. He admitted to police he shot a total of 10 bowling balls and 10 bowling pins out of the cannon, and he was sorry they made it to Kroll's property nearly a half-mile away.
We're prosecuting 34 years, and this is the first case we've had where somebody is shooting bowling balls out of a cannon.
Kroll believes she avoided a tragedy with only a few feet to spare. Where do you think bowling balls and bowling pins belong?
In a bowling alley.
Well,
not on my property, please. It's like fire them at your own house.
Now, Kroll says the damage to her barn and horse was about $14,000. In the meantime, Ricky Thorne of charged with recklessly endangering safety as well as negligent handling of a weapon.
Oh no! Oh jeez!
Oh, I thought we were cool.
Laugh off the horse thing.
I thought we were cool when we had tennis ball cannons. You remember those? You just put a little lighter fluid in the tube and you shake it up and you drop the tennis ball in and you light the bot. No one.
Is it kind of like a potato gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
If you can build a cannon at home that will launch a bowling ball, even a little 10-pounder, half a mile, the U.S. Army wants you to go work for them.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
And if you have that capability, maybe put a watermelon in there instead of a bowling ball.
I feel like that'd still kill a horse.
Here's what I want. I want one day to have the patience and humility to laugh off $14,000 worth of damage. Because that
I mean,
the lady was like,
insurance.
I know, but still, she's just like she thought it was hilarious. I'm
I
like,
saw a kid get hit in the head with a 9-volt battery that someone had thrown really far. So someone just threw a random up as high as they could, and it came down. And my buddy Davey Hull, it looked like JFK after that thing got finished with his head.
Oh no!
I mean, it wasn't a huge wound, but head wounds bleed.
Right.
I mean, it was traumatic. That's a 9-volt battery. A bowling ball coming in. Look out! All right. I'm already feeling pretty confident about these. We are in the middle of a game of Wisconsin, Texas, Florida. WTF Riders version. Brian in Spring Lake Park has got the answers apparently, but let's recap quickly and see where we're at. The first story, Ryder.
Okay, first story is getting away from a machete attack on a riding lawnmower.
Yes, it is.
All right.
I can't get the image out of my head of a guy chasing a lawnmower driver with a machete.
You say the word machete, and the first thing that comes to mind is Texas. So I'm saying it's the Lone Star State. Fletcher?
Okay. Fletcher, what you got?
My initial thought was Wisconsin, but I had the exact same thought that you did, and I came to the conclusion of Texas as well.
Brian, give him the answer.
Florida.
Oh, come on.
All right.
I mean, I guess you chop through the Everglades probably with a machete.
I guess so.
That you would.
Story number 2.
Okay, here we go. A woman gets caught with cocaine. She says it was a windy day and it blew into her purse. Fletcher?
Scarface comes to mind immediately when I think of cocaine, and Scarface is Miami, and Miami is Florida.
I also went with the Sunshine State, sunnier when high, Florida.
Okay. Brian, what's the verdict?
Florida.
Florida's right. All right, one for each of you.
All right.
And here we go. The bowling ball cannon that killed a horse.
The bowling ball cannon, I'm just thinking that's got to be upper Midwest. I'm going Wisconsin.
My initial thought was was Texas, but I don't know. There was something in the way that she talked that I was thinking Wisconsin.
What do we got, Brian?
So we got Wisconsin for both of them?
Yep.
That would be Wisconsin.
Nice.
We bounce back.
Fair enough.
We have the same answers there, Steve Gorman.
We did.
Doesn't happen often.
We went 2 for 3, but more importantly, Brian went 3 for 3. Therefore, Brian has tickets to see the Flaming Lips and Modest Mouse. Very well done.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
You got it. Thank you. Good batch of stories, Ryder.
And just a tip of the hat to Fox 9's Maury Glover. That's who you hear on that bowling ball cannon story. I think that one's about 10 years old.
Oh, that's a great one.
I would find.
I want to know where that cannon is right now and if it's still operational.
Gorman in the morning. Coming right back. 92 KQRS. Streaming from 92KQRS.com. Gorman in the morning is back. 92 KQRS.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Gorman in the morning, Minnesota's 92 KQRS. It's time for Rank You Very Much. Today, top 3 Thanksgiving sides. Feel free to send in your top 3 to 651-989-ROCK, the Luther Westside Volkswagen talk and text line. The question, how much throat coat tea is too much? The answer, none. You can never have enough.
That's right.
As I'm learning as we go. Let's get to it. I'm excited to rank our top 3 Thanksgiving sides. Ryder, number 3, kick it off.
Why can't we just have nachos? Isn't that what we really want? Okay.
Always,
quick
always,
question.
yes.
Is dessert count as a side dish or not? No dessert?
Anything that's going down the gullet that day, to me, counts.
Yeah, anything that's not turkey, pretty much,
well, now
right?
I'm changing my whole list.
Oh, your whole list? Oh,
yeah,
my God.
I'm bumping everything. Okay. All right. So then number 3 we're going to do, and this is just because my family is lazy, but drop biscuits. And that's kind of a throwaway one. It's just you take the Bisquick and you put the milk in, and then because you don't want to knead it and form any fancy dough, you just drop it and throw it in the oven.
Okay.
Quick,
All
easy.
right. Okay, yeah.
Listen, man, I'm a sucker for the staples, the simple things in life. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Fletcher, you're number 3.
You know what? I have to say, our family, and you know what? It's funny, you bring up desserts. I'm normally the sweets guy, but Thanksgiving to me is all about everything but the desserts.
Okay.
And our family has really elevated over the years. We used to cook out of boxes. Now my brother and sister-in-law are all fancy, and they cook everything from scratch. And my sister-in-law has come up with an incredible stuffing recipe. So just simple stuffing. Now, if it was just stovetop, probably not my top in my top 3.
Stovetop's freaking great.
No,
they were
you
a
haven't.
cut for me, but they were real close.
You haven't had Katie Pulowski's from scratch stuffing that's unfreaking believable. It's my number 3.
Okay. All right, my number 3, guys.
Let's
Italian
hear it.
sausage.
Italian sausage.
I know you're thinking. You're like, what are you talking about? Listen, I married a woman of Italian descent, by which I mean the Priolas from Reggio di Calabria. They came over just one generation before my wife.
Wow.
My first Thanksgiving with the Priola family of Birmingham, Alabama. By the way, Birmingham, huge Italian population. Not a lot of people know that.
No.
No, trust me.
Wouldn't have guessed that.
It's a shocker. My first Thanksgiving there was mind-blowing. All the standard staples of Thanksgiving, and then boom. Italian sausages? What is this? What is this hoodoo? I'd never imagined such a thing. And at first I thought, this is just because it's a new concept. It may be because the turkey was as dry as a tube of Pringles. Maybe that led to it. But no, the sausage was so great, so unexpected, such a beautiful complimentary piece.
Nice.
So badass that I've insisted on having just about every year since. Prego, grazie, whatever else they say over there. I don't know. But you know what? For me, you lay out the whole Thanksgiving spread, throw some Italian sausage on that table, and I'm a happy boy.
Nice.
I'm
I like that.
Go figure.
This wasn't an appetizer or like wait till we get dinner done kind of thing. This was at the meal.
It was at the meal right there.
Okay.
And I only put turkey on my plate because I didn't want to look like a weirdo.
No, you could just. So you're saying you could just have Italian sausage as the main protein.
Well, yeah, but there's something about it with all the other stuff too. Like I love Italian sausage anytime, but on Thanksgiving Day, I don't know. It's the cultural clash / assimilation. It was just something about it just warmed the very cold, blackened Irish heart that beats within my chest.
It's been formed into your palate. Your
Absolutely.
expectations on Thanksgiving Day.
Number 2, Ryder, what do you got?
Number 2, very popular, mashed potatoes and gravy. You should be making your mashed potatoes with sour cream.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Butter doesn't
Done
hurt either.
and done. You
No,
can
you
do
gotta-
both, but you got to
Yeah.
have sour cream.
The sour
I don't
cream
disagree.
is yep. I never knew that was a thing until Rosemary and I were making a big one time, and I was like, sour cream, and she looked at me like I had
Oh,
two
dude.
heads.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, never
Milk
looking
too.
back.
Milk too. Milk, sour cream, and butter all go into the mashed potatoes. 100%.
Sure.
Skins on if you're doing it right.
What do you got, Fletcher? Number 2.
My number 2 is a good old fashioned. In our family, we call it a scalped corn. It's a casserole. It's more commonly, I think, referred to as a corn souffle.
Scalped corn?
Yeah, that's what
corn
they call it.
souffle?
Yep, that's what they call it. It's kind of like what are you talking about? Ew. It's hard to even describe. It's creamy. It's light, fluffy. It's corn. It's got, I don't know if it's got breading in it or what, but because I've never actually made it. But my God, is it good? Oh, it's got corn muffin mix in it. There you go, and sour cream. Come on, super good.
Yeah, I can't knock. I mean, I don't know that I've had what you're talking about, but I like everything you just mentioned. So yeah, I'd probably embarrass myself with a plate of that in front of me.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that puts you over the top because it gets in the corn just sits in your tummy too, and you just get stuffed. So good.
So Ryder's number 1 was, or number 3, I should say, it was just the Bisquick. It was like biscuits.
Yeah.
I don't do biscuits at Thanksgiving, and nor have I. It's about, but my number 2 is similar. It's just about the rolls, the dinner rolls, the classic.
Okay.
Not made from scratch at all. Just find the right
store-bought?
rolls. Yep. Okay. But they got to be warm, browned, obviously, soft in the middle. The butter needs to melt instantly when it touches the inside of that roll.
Yeah.
That roll is going to be dipped in gravy. It's going to be wrapped around a little bit of turkey and some ham. Most importantly, the roll is going to sop up whatever's left on my plate when my body has already been screaming at me to please stop eating.
Right.
Okay. When my self-respect has cried, "Uncle, I'm the pale non-blue version of the bloated Violet Beauregard in Willy Wonka." When I'm at that place, when I've literally loosened the jeans, that roll, if it's done right, I'm going to go back in to finish that job, wiping every bit of whatever's left on that plate. It's a job that mere mortals rarely would even think to attempt. But if the roll is right, I'm going in for that final dip, and it better be there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm proud of you for not wasting any food.
No,
Yeah, you got to
God, no,
scoop
not
up
a
the
chance.
plate. Yeah.
Is there any texts we should share before we get to this?
Yeah, Luther Westside Volkswagen Talk and Text line lit up. Green bean casserole, quite popular, but the one I'm going to point out.
Okay, green bean, you only like it because of the crispy onions. You don't like the green bean stuff.
Well,
Ugh.
okay.
Well, you're not going to eat it without the crispy onion.
It's probably true.
By the way,
I didn't say it. Don't shoot me. Jeez.
More times than you'd believe, and that I'm happy to admit, I've just taken a can of green beans, heated them up, and eat them like it's soup. I love green beans.
Oof.
I'm serious.
Jeff said pickled herring. Enough said.
Oh, Mr. Ryder's down with that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's
can't
weird.
do it. Can't do it. Oof, that's tough.
Okay.
That's a tough.
Fair
that's a tough
enough.
go right there.
All right, let's get to our number ones.
Okay.
Ryder, what do you got?
Okay, I'm going to bring you back to about 6 or 7 minutes ago when you said anything going down your throat counts. So the number 1 answer for Thanksgiving side dishes is going to be a nice, cold, frosty Grain Belt Premium that is coming either from the garage or outside on the back deck. I spent many a Thanksgiving far away from home, especially when I was in California, and you could not get a nice, cold, frosty Grain Belt. So that's my number 1 side dish.
Can we call beer as a side, though? Beer's not a side.
You got. I
You're
redid
missing the point.
this thing. You said anything
Okay.
going down the gullet.
All right.
So boom.
No,
I should have been more specific.
Listen, that the Minnesota hearts are melting at that right there, Ryder. I'm just picturing a gal out in California, a long way from home. It's the holidays, and all she wants is that can of Grain Belt. Damn it, that's beautiful.
Yes, Dad would pick me up at the airport, and we would immediately stop at the liquor store.
Oh man, come on, family, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Come on. All right, what's your number 1, Ryder? Fletcher. Excuse me.
My number 1 is Grain Belt. No, I'm kidding. Number 1 for me is no, because he's called me Ryder, so I say Grain Belt. Number 1 is Mom. Mom doesn't do mashed sweet potatoes. It's basically like whipped sweet potatoes. She beats them into submission. There's brown sugar. There are, of course, the toasted marshmallows. I've never had any other sweet potato, whatever you want to call it, casserole, whatever, that's anything like Mom's. And hers is incredible. Mr. Miyagi would say, no can defense.
All right, fair enough.
Freaking, I could eat the whole thing by myself.
I guess. As long as she doesn't call you yams, I'm good.
They're not yams. No, they're sweet potatoes.
Good.
And goddamn, they're good.
I had a social studies class once, and we were talking about some culture, some society somewhere in the world, and they measured wealth by yams, and they would pile yams in their front on their little properties, and it was basically their currency. And if you had a larger pile of yams, then you were better off. And the whole time we were having this discussion, I was picturing yaks. As in giant, like land mammals.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God. And I had my hand up to say, where do they put all these yaks? And I caught myself and realized, oh my God, I almost embarrassed myself in a story that other people would tell for the next 65 years. Thankfully, that didn't happen. My number one.
What do you got for number one?
We've already heard somebody mention it today. It's stuffing or dressing, whatever you want to call it. Hands down. And by the way, I love Stouffer's as much as the next guy. But over 30 years ago, Rosemary stumbled upon an honest-to-God recipe. Breadcrumbs, sausage, sage, port wine, dried cranberries, a bunch of other crap. The smell alone supersedes every other moment of culinary bliss on Thanksgiving. There's no such thing as too much. It's the first thing I will eat. It is the last thing that I will eat. When I'm getting that roll, when I'm doing the last cleanup, I will then have a spoonful of stuffing to top it all off. If I'm at your house on Thanksgiving and the stuffing isn't up to snuff, I don't care about anything else on that plate. I'll put gravy on it if I have to, but just good old-fashioned Rosemary Gorman stuffing. Oh, man, I'm already excited. It's a week away, and I cannot wait.
I can see the drool on your face.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I can hear it in your voice.
It's ridiculous. And she will, we look like Ozzie and Harriet or the Cleavers. She'll be like, no, get away. And she'll slap my hand because I'm reaching for it. It's ridiculous.
Connect with us on the KQ Talk and Text line. 651-989-ROCK. That's 651-989-ROCK. 92 KQRS.
This next little bit of content is designed to piss you off.
Yeah.
Paul Fletcher. Oxford Dictionary's word of the year. A word that is described as online content deliberately designed to elicit anger or outrage by being frustrating, provocative, or offensive. The word of the year, it's actually two words, rage bait.
I'm not saying they didn't pick a good word for the year. It fits. I've heard it twice in the last week. I've heard, I'm so tired of seeing this rage bait on my For You page.
Right.
And he thinks he's so funny, but it's obvious rage bait. Like, I'm so tired of hearing those two words.
Really?
Oh,
so
the kids are using it constantly.
Oh, okay. So the kids are on.
My kids are on it like constantly. Yeah. I mean, that's where the heartbeat is, right? Of everything going on in culture is our kids.
Your kids aren't following the same. I hope they're not following the same people I follow on Twitter, because boy, that's just nothing but that. No child needs to read that nonsense. All the political animus from every possible side of the table, just going nuts. I look at social media now just to make sure that I'm still awake.
Anytime Steve posts an "Oh honey" from his Twitter account, I'm like, I'm not going to read whatever that was in response to, because it's probably just going to make me irritated. I do love some benign rage bait.
Yeah,
is the dress blue and black or yellow and gold? Freaking love that stuff.
That's still
not that great.
There's that one.
I love that rage bait.
And then there's do you hear this word or that word? And it depends on which one. And it's like, and it's not melon and lemon. It's like Canterbury or dingo. Like, what? Those words don't sound anything alike. Why am I hearing whichever one I'm reading? It's really strange.
I saw the latest one I saw was if you see the horse walking forward, your left brain. If you see the horse walking backwards, your right brain.
Right.
Was that a bunch of trees or something?
Maybe.
There was a Lions player who posted what should be some rage bait on Twitter, and it was like a giant tree, and he said something about a horse and a rabbit. And I'm like, all I see is freaking Godzilla, man.
Oh, I saw that, and I saw the same thing. I was like, what about the monster? What about the guy that's going to tear down the TransUnion Tower in San Francisco if we don't get a hold of him? Yeah.
The horse thing I saw was not trees, but I saw what you were talking about in that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Godzilla.
Right.
By the way, other words that Oxford was considering, the other two, so there were 3 on the short list. Rage bait is the winner.
I like it.
The other first one is biohack, and that is defined as when you attempt to improve or optimize your physical or mental health using things like drugs, supplements, and new technology.
Sure.
But if I said, "Hey man, are you okay?" and they said, "No, I'm just biohacking," I'd smack them in the head.
Yeah, because I
No,
thought
you're
that
stoned.
was like
There's a
something that
difference.
farmers do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Based on those 2 choices, they've made the right decision. So
And here's
far.
another one: aura, AURA, aura farming.
What?
Aura farming,
okay.
which is cultivating, quote, an impressive, attractive, or charismatic persona online to convey an air of confidence, coolness, or mystique. You want some mystique? Log off.
Yeah.
That's the way to get some mystique.
That one, like,
get away from the internet.
I had never even heard biohacking until you just said it.
Okay.
Aura, definitely. Earlier this year, that was another one.
Aura
that the kids
farming?
Not aura farming, just aura. But aura farming is derived from having aura. You know what I mean?
Aura's an old one. It's been in the dictionary for freaking ever, though.
For sure. But the kids were using that this year a bunch. Like, oh, that person's just got so much aura. Like, oh my God.
I think for your mental health, it's going to be really important that you just stop talking to your kids.
No, I have to.
No, you don't.
I gotta know.
You're wrong. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, just don't talk to them at all.
You've done your job. They're old enough. Just check in.
The 9-year-old still needs to be molded.
Check in a couple times, please.
Dude.
They're who they are by 3. The rest is window dressing.
Yeah, there were many times my dad communicated with me with just a look, and I knew exactly what the freak it was he wanted me to do or stop doing.
Absolutely true. And I can say the same thing, and look at me and Ryder. Not a neurotic bone in either one of us.
Sure. Sure.
You know that's true. All right, we're having some fun now, but are we having enough fun? Let's talk about the fact that there are apparently now there's a definitive list of the most fun cities in America. Curious your thoughts right off the bat. Of course, this has a lot to do with your definition of fun.
Yeah.
That's very true.
It's not PHUN, it's FUN. Good old-fashioned fun.
Gorman in the morning is also Gorman on the go. Get the 92 KQRS app and stream live or catch the Gorman in the morning podcast anytime. 92 KQRS.